Carlos Jamil de León Castro. Diablo. Pa. Todos los nombres. Vamos para arriba, puñal. Anyway, that's who I'm going to speak to you about. It's a young prospect by the name of Jamil. First name Carlos, obviously. I think he goes by Carlos Castro to keep it short, I think, in the States. And we're going to take a look at one of his fights and break it down. We're also going to look at his box rec. He's a very young guy, only 20 years old. So we're going to take a look at it. Vamos a ver lo que dice el récord de él y todo eso. Pero primero que nada, if you're new here, thank you for choosing this video for your news. And if you're older subscriber, thank you for the continued support, I should say. It's been awesome. And also, guys, let me know what kind of merch you would like me to make. I can pretty much draw whatever. I'd like to draw. That's my thing. If you want me to do anything in particular, let me know. Right now, I got some stuff for sale. If you don't like it, fine. But if you do, hey, go ahead and help me support the channel by, instead of, maybe giving a super chat, you can go ahead and get a shirt, a mug, something. At least you get something for something, right? But anyway, on to the next. Let's take a quick look at his box rec right here. Here we go. Carlos Jamil de León Castro. He's 4-0, 3 knockouts. We all know what that means. In the beginning, he probably was fed, some minnows, unos pasecitos pequeños, que no, tú sabes. Pero vamos a ver. So he started his career in June of 2024. That was last year. What I like about it is that he was very active in 2024. He was very active, and once only in 2025. I'm hoping that he gets another fight in before the year is over. Maybe 2. Definitely could do 2. I mean, if he chose to. Again, I'm not gonna get too mad. I'm trying to be better at that, right? With these young prospects, especially a guy who's 20 years old. We could take our time, right? 0-5 guy to begin his career, 1-0 guy, to follow it up, a 500 guy, and 2-2, and then a 3-1 guy. But this is not what actually impresses me the most about him. When we take a look at him in his fight, I'm going to point out some things to you that impress me probably more so than other prospects that I've looked at that have, the same amount of knockouts, the flashier knockouts, the bigger following, with technically the same kind of record that we see here, right, in opponents. Te voy a enseñar algo. Vamos a mirar ahora la pelea de él. Let's take a look at this fight now, right? Because that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do right here. All right, here we go. No, here we go. All right, so here's the fight. That's the only fight that I could find. I couldn't find anything else. And I think it's his last fight, which went the distance. Here we go. Fuck. Off the rip, you can see he's gonna be a big boy. He's gonna finish up there. He's actually, and we didn't talk about this, he's a super featherweight. That kid is gonna go all the way up to like 147, 154. He's 5'8", he's a big kid. I mean, you could see it. And then the guy who they got in front of him, this guy right here, and Carl Rogers, right? He was 3-1. You could tell he's well schooled. It's not like he was coming in there, fluffing up and falling in. But take a look. Okay, you see that jab? He threw it with bad intentions. Like, he threw it. And then he came back to a defensive stance. Watch. See? Look. Right there. Back. Hands up. Boom. Ready to go. Look how methodical he is, right? He's putting pressure going forward, knowing his space, when to jump back. He's very methodical in what he's doing right now. But you can see his opponent he's really trying. He's giving him angles. He's giving him looks. Now, right there, you're gonna have to figure out that you can't be that wild. You can't be that wild. But wow, look at that still. His opponent's really trying to beat him. This is what I like about this fight. His opponent's really trying to go in there and win, and he's taking his time. When he thinks he sees an opening, he's throwing his punches kind of wild, but you'll see as the fight goes on, he kind of adjusts to that. You see that face? Almost as if he's unfazed by anything that's going on. It's almost as if nothing you can really do in the ring throws him off his game. He just kind of like, he's looking for his next shot. He's following him a little too much for my liking. Great uppercut by Rogers. He kind of got the sense that he needed to cut off the ring a little bit. But look, working him in the lips. Great work that was going on there. Again, Rogers, I mean, he looks like a really well-schooled fighter, to be quite honest with you. And you know what people saying? You know, when you try to fight these 4-round fights, it's hard to kind of like try to methodically study a guy, right? So I guess that's what they're both kind of like going for the fences here a little bit. But again, you see him working, boom, downstairs, upstairs. And he looks heavy-handed. He doesn't look like he's a, oh, Jesus Christ. That was a good, I got it reversed. That would have been a good right hand, not left hand. So all those are lefts by Rogers, not rights. He's just following Rogers a little too much. Rogers keeping him off, nice. But look, he's just, and you can see him kind of working through the process, right? Like, okay, let me work my jab. I can't get in like that. How do I get inside? How do I land my punches? And you can see when he thinks he has you, he lets go of his hands. He doesn't wait. But look at the patience that he has. And I know that might seem like a little thing to some of you, like the patience to follow him around, to sort of, and that's the wrong thing to do, right? So, especially when you start getting up there, you start fighting punches. Don't follow a puncher or knocked out. But, you know, he's following him around, but not getting desperate. He's kind of like keeping a straight poker face. He's resetting, almost like if he doesn't care what's going on in the ring. No matter what Rogers is doing, it's not throwing him off. Good right hands, left hooks. A lot of that's not landing, but some of it did. And it did get Rogers' attention. Good left hook to the body, overhand right miss. Left downstairs, right upstairs. This was a really good fight. This is what I mean. Put your guys in sometimes with tougher guys, right? This guy's 3-1 when he fought. 3-2 now, but he looks like a guy with this few fights for Castro. Mira, ahí para abajo. Y ahora va, mira. Pum, abajo otra vez. Tú lo ves otra vez para abajo. But with all of these prospects, it's the same thing, right? They gotta get some. And I think he was a Pan American fighter. He went into the Pan American Games. He's just dancing to his opponent. He's not rushing to his opponent. He's not, he's not underthinking it. He's thinking as he's going along. Throwing downstairs. But Rogers, man, came to fight. Bam, upstairs, downstairs. The more meaningful punches, Castro seemed to be landing. The busier, the flashier was obviously Rogers. I see all the building blocks. He throws his hooks, he throws his overhands. He doesn't look like he's out of discouraged. Well, okay, he knocked this guy out. Why did he stop the fight? Hold on, that was about the commissioner stopped the fight. Hold on, I never noticed that before. Let's take a look at it. I don't think Rogers is in real big trouble. Yeah, I don't know about this. I like this kid. There's something about this kid that I do like. See how he's smiling and just, he's patient. I think with the right coach, the right team, and this could be the right team, I think this could be a prospect that can go a long way. I really do like him a lot, more so than the other guys. I like fighters who take their time, who just walk their guys down, kind of figure it out as they go. They don't get desperate. They don't fall into traps. You know what I'm saying? But he's very young, so he's throwing uncoordinated shots, overhand rights, while maybe what my league says is the correct thing. It's 4 rounds, but we ain't got that kind of time, so we just got to do this. So, we got to throw. So, me gusta mucho este prospecto. Déjame saber ustedes. What do you think? Do you think that this guy, he seems like he has something special going on, or you think he's another run-of-the-mill fighter, especially let me know in the comments below when I see the next video and I'm out. Peace.